Hello all, welcome to the part 2 of the chapter Aldehydes, Ketones and Carboxylic Acid, chapter 12 of NCERT Chemistry. And already we had a class of part 1 already posted in the YouTube, and if you don't see, please go and search, okay? So here we're going to discuss about the methods of preparation of carboxylic of aldehydes, okay? So once again, welcome all to the channel Chemflix, and of course, I just want to tell you that if you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and also enable the notification bell icon so that you will get notified whenever I am uploading some new content like this. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's go to the first slide, that is about this methods of preparation. So while we are talking about this aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid, I already told you in the part 1 that is this carbonyl group. Okay, so the polarity of carbonyl group and the special tendency, okay, of the carbonyl group we already discussed in our part 1. So okay, so here how can you prepare this? How can you prepare this aldehydes? Okay, so from the primary alcohol you can prepare this aldehyde by controlled oxidation. Wait a second, let me use my pen. So here, by controlled oxidation, you can make, or an aldehyde can be produced by the controlled oxidation of primary alcohol. So you can see here RCH2OH. So this is a primary alcohol. So here you can see an sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, an OH group is attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So this is a primary alcohol, and this primary alcohol undergo controlled oxidation. Okay, controlled oxidation, you will get an aldehyde. Okay, what happens if I am using some KMnO4 alkaline KMnO4 solution? What happens when I am using KMnO4 solution as oxidizing agent? It is not controlled. So it is not controlled, and you will get carboxylic acid there. So you have to apply controlled oxidation for this aldehyde, okay, to produce. So okay, so next one is the dehydrogenation of primary alcohol. That means you are dehydrogenating. That means this hydrogen is, we are removing one of the hydrogen molecule. So you have to remove this hydrogen molecule from CH2OH. What you will get the C double bond OH, C double bond OH. That is what is called RCHO. So R C double bond OH. So that is our aldehyde. So you can dehydrogenation. You can conduct, or you can done dehydrogenation to the primary alcohol in the presence of copper at 573 Kelvin. Then also you will get aldehyde. So the two methods that you can prepare this aldehyde from primary alcohol is that the first method is by controlled oxidation of primary alcohol, okay, primary alcohol, controlled oxidation, and the second method is, and the second method is, and the second method is, what is the second method? Dehydrogenation of primary alcohol. Dehydrogenate, and the dehydrogenating agent used here is copper at 573 Kelvin. It's clear for you. Is it clear for you? Okay. Now moving to the next slide, that is about the ozonolysis of alkene. So as the what is this ozonolysis? Ozonolysis means breaking of this alkene. You're going to break this alkene. Alkene means there you can see a double bond. Okay, so the general formula of alkene is CnH2n. So if you need to know more about this alkene, how can you write the general formula? And also they are already posted in the YouTube, that is a basic organic chemistry. Those who want to see that, please go and see. Okay, I will post it right on the description box. Okay, I will give you the link. Okay, so ozonolysis means lysis. Lysis, what is the term lysis? That means breaking. Okay, you're going to break alkenes. You're going to break alkenes in the presence of ozone. Ozone is O3 molecule. Okay, going to break alkenes. Alkenes means double bonds in the presence of ozone. So you're going to take an alkene here. Suppose you are taking a propene here. Okay, here propene, you have propene, and you're going to add ozone to this propene. So what happens here is this ozone will break this double bond, and you will get a addition product here, that is propene ozonoate. You can see here CH3 CH. Okay, this double bond is broken, and you will get an oxygen here, and this oxygen is attached to the CH2, and here you can see propene ozonoid is formed, which upon hydrolysis in the presence of zinc you will get a mixture of compounds, that is aldehydes, that is ethanol and methanol. Okay, now the fourth method for the preparation of aldehyde is hydration of ethine. How you can prepare this aldehyde from ethine? Ethine, you know what is this ethine? Ethane, there you can find a triple bond. That means the general formula of alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. Okay, so you are taking an ethine, and ethine, what do you mean by hydration? That means simply water addition. So you are going to take H2O molecule here, HOH, and this H will add to this and OH will add to this. Okay, you can see here CH2 single bond. Okay, addition. When you are adding something to this triple bond, then you will get a double bonded compound. So you are adding water to this, so this ethine will changes to a double bonded compound here, CH2 C single bond OH, which upon isomerization you will get ethanol. Why ethanol? Here there is only 2 carbon atom, there you will get ethanol. CH3CHO, ethanol or acetaldehyde. It can be called as, the name is acetaldehyde. Okay, nomenclature we already discussed. Acetaldehyde. Okay, that is the common name of ethanol. Okay, now moving to the next slide. So that is Rosen-Mons reduction. So why you are dealing with this organic chemistry mainly in the NCERT textbook? Okay, you have to give more priority to the named reactions. Okay, in organic chemistry, the named reactions, they process a particular role. So you have to give more importance to the named reaction while you are studying. Okay, so the controlled reduction. Okay, here also the name is Rosen-Mons reduction. Here you can see reduction. What do you mean by reduction? Reduction is addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So here you're going to add hydrogen. Okay, removal of oxygen. Here you are going to add hydrogen. So here Rosen-Mons reduction. Here you are taking an acid chloride. Okay, here you can taking an acid chloride, react with the hydrogen. That means reduction. Acid chloride undergo reduction in presence of palladium supported on barium sulfide yields aldehydes. Okay, you're taking here a benzoyl chloride here, that is the acid chloride. You can see here this part RCOCl, C double bond O Cl, this is an acid derivative. So benzoyl chloride, which upon hydrolyte reduction in the presence of palladium bar BaSO4, you will get what you will get, CHO. So the trick, I will tell you a trick. The trick is that think about ROS. Okay, here you can see ROS. Okay, wait a second. Okay, you can see here rose. Okay, rose. So what is the smell of rose? Panineer poo, smell of rose. Then okay, rose in the smell. Okay, you have to think about this rose. So rose എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കാര്യം മനസ്സിലേക്ക്, ആ പനിനീർ പൂവിൻ്റെ കാര്യം മനസ്സിലേക്ക് വരുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ you have to think about what? Palladium bar barium sulfate. Palladium barium sulfate, it is not. The smell is not good. Palladium barium sulfate. Okay, think about this. This is all conceptual. Okay, I'm going to create a psychological approach to introduce this Rosen-Mons reduction for you. Okay, you don't need to struggle much for studying what is this Rosen-Mons reduction. So that's my aim. So here you are thinking about ROS. Okay, and as you know, the name itself, you can see here Rosen-Mons reduction. So you know reduction means addition of hydrogen. So hydrogen addition is there, and then you have to think about the smell of rose. The smell of rose is very sweet and it's very fragrant. And this palladium BaSO4, that is palladium which is suspended or supported on barium sulfate, it's not much good. The smell is, it's a bad smell. So reduction, Rosen-Mons reduction means the reagent is hydrogen bar palladium which is supported on barium sulfate. This reagent can be called as Lindlar's catalyst. What is this? Lindlar's catalyst. Lindlar's catalyst. Okay, this is Lindlar's catalyst. Okay, so the reagent now it's okay for you. Thinking about Rosenmann's reduction. Reduction is hydrogen addition. Rose smell. So here it is palladium barbarium sulfate. Now what happens? So Rosenmann, what Rosenmann done? The trick is Rosenmann benzoyl ക്ലോറൈഡിനെ ബെൻസ് ആൽഡിഹൈഡ് ആക്കി മാറ്റി. അത്രയും പഠിക്കുക. റോസൻമണ്ട് ബെൻസോയൽ ക്ലോറൈഡിനെ, ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് ആസിഡ് ക്ലോറൈഡിനെ ആൽഡിഹൈഡ് ആക്കി മാറ്റി. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് മലയാളം. ഇൻ ദ പ്രസൻസ് ഓഫ്, അവിടുത്തെ റിയേജന്റ് ഏതാണെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലാവും. കാരണം എന്താ, റോസാപ്പൂവിനെ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരിക. അപ്പോൾ അവിടേക്ക് റോസാപ്പൂവിൻ്റെ നേരെ എതിർ സ്വഭാവമുള്ള വൃത്തികെട്ട മണമുള്ള പലേഡിയം ബർബീരിയം സൾഫേറ്റ് അവിടെ ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക. സോ റിഡക്ഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ അവിടെ എന്താണ്, what is reduction? Addition of hydrogen. So hydrogen addition ഉണ്ട് palladium barbarium sulfate in the presence. I think it's clear for you now. So that is what is called a controlled reduction of acid chloride, that is Rosenmann's reduction. Okay, named reaction ആണ്. It is very important. Okay, now move to the slide, that is from nitriles and esters. Here also you can see a named reaction, that is Stephen's reaction. Okay, Stephen's reaction. So ഇവിടെ first of all I will tell you what is the Stephen's reaction, then ഞാൻ trick പറഞ്ഞു തരാം. So nitriles, what is nitriles? R C triple bond N. ഇതാണ് alkyl nitriles. What is this? Alkyl nitriles. So this alkyl nitriles, when reduced with the stannous chloride in the presence of HCl, stannous chloride it is SnCl2. Stannous chloride, it is SnCl2 in the presence of HCl. This nitrates will reduce to imines. എന്തായിട്ട് മാറും? imines. IMINES. imines ആയിട്ട് മാറും. That is അവിടെ imines എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ R സിംഗിൾ ബോണ്ട് C H ഡബിൾ ബോണ്ട് NH. അതായത് ഈ ട്രിപ്പിൾ ബോണ്ടിലേക്ക് നമ്മളൊരു H2 അഡീഷൻ നടത്തി. ഓക്കെ, റിഡക്ഷൻ അല്ലേ, വെൻ റെഡ്യൂസ്. അപ്പോൾ റിഡക്ഷൻ H2 addition നടത്തിയപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു, ഈ ട്രിപ്പിൾ ബോണ്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ചേഞ്ചസ് ടു ഡബിൾ ബോണ്ട് ആൻഡ് one hydrogen is added to this carbon and another one hydrogen is added to this nitrogen and you will get this product. The name of this product is imine. Okay, name of the product is imine. Now which upon hydrolysis will give an aldehyde. So this imine, which on hydrolysis, that is H3O plus, which upon hydrolysis you will get, what you will get? An aldehyde. R C double bond OH. Okay, so the thing that you need to keep in mind here is, okay, so now I'm going to tell you the trick. Okay, ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ട്രിക്ക് പറയാൻ പോവാണ്. So I'm going to erase all these things here. So ട്രിക്ക് പറയാൻ പോവാം. Trick is trick. Okay. So okay, one more thing I just want to tell you, this is SnCl2 ഉണ്ടല്ലേ. So here the reagent is SnCl2 in the presence of hydrochloric acid. So what happens here is this SnCl2 react with this Cl to form, okay, hydrochloric acid to form SnCl4, and this SnCl4 which helps to nitriles to reduce to imine. Okay, this SnCl4 helps this nitriles to reduce to imines. Okay, now the trick is Stephen's reaction at എന്താണ് തുടങ്ങുന്നത്? S കൊണ്ടാണ്. Stephen's reaction starts with the alphabet S. So you have to think about stannous chloride here. You have to compare the Stephen with stannous chloride. So the reagent is stannous chloride in the presence of HCl. So here in the end portion of the Stephen you can see N, and this N is for nitrile. So you are taking nitrile. So you are taking nitrile and you are going to add the reagent, that is SnCl2. You are taking nitrile, that is RC triple bond N, and then you are adding the stannous chloride in the presence of HCl. Then what happens here is reduction happens. Reduction means RCH double bond NH, that is what is called imine, which upon hydrolysis H3O plus you will get the corresponding aldehyde RC double bond OH. Okay, ഇത് എപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഓർഗാനിക് കെമിസ്ട്രിയിൽ ഏത് നമ്മൾ നെയിംഡ് റിയാക്ഷൻ ഓർ ഓർഗാനിക് റിയാക്ഷൻ ഏത് പഠിച്ചാലും യു ഹാവ് ടു റിപ്പീറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് മോർ ടൈംസ്. ഓക്കെ, എത്ര തവണ നിങ്ങൾ റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു അത്രയും തവണ, ഓക്കെ, അറ്റ് ദ എൻഡ് യു വിൽ അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് വാട്ട് ഐ എം ടോക്കിംഗ് അബൌട്ട്. ഓക്കെ, സോ വാട്ട് ദ തിങ് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഈ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞു തരുവാണ്. ഓക്കെ, ഐ എം എക്സ്പ്ലെയിനിങ് ദീസ് തിങ്സ് ടു യു. So Stephen's reaction, I'm telling you what is the Stephen's reaction. Okay, already you are listening to my voice, and already you are now you are watching this video, and you will Stephen. There is S. Okay, there's S. Okay, I understand the trick. The S means stannous chloride is there, so the reagent will be stannous chloride and hydrochloric acid, and there is N is there, and that means it is a nitrile. N is for nitrile and alkane. Nitrile is there, so you will get an imine which upon hydrolysis gives aldehyde. Okay, now at present you will able to answer what is the Stephen's reaction, but after 3 or 4 hours or after 3 or 4 days you have to check it what happens to Stephen's reaction, whether you know what is the Stephen's reaction or not. Okay, that is what this all pupils, okay, all students are struggling with this organic chemistry. It's because of this. You need to practice more in organic chemistry to become a master in organic chemistry. Okay, so please be very serious to your studies. Okay, and now the next method is also a reduction of the anhydride. Okay, you are taking an anhydride. Okay, you are taking an anhydride. You can see here this is an anhydride, that is the RC double bond O O R dash. That is what is called RC double bond O RC double bond O R dash. So you are not taking anhydride. You are taking ester. Okay, ester, RC double bond O R dash. Very sorry, RC double bond O R dash. You are taking an ester, and this ester is reduced to aldehydes with diisobutyl aluminium hydrate. Diisobutyl aluminium hydrate. This is a reducing agent. Okay, how to study this? D. Okay, diisobutyl. Okay, isobutyl, diisobutyl aluminium Al dibal hydrate, dibal H. Okay, dibal H, which is a reducing agent. What it is done is it is reduced. Okay, it reduces this ester. It reduces this ester to aldehyde. It reduces this ester to aldehyde. Okay, so that's all for here. Okay, so that's all from this. How can you prepare the aldehyde from nitrile? If it is from nitrile, then it can be called this as Stephen's reaction. And also from ester, you can reduce this ester by using this dibal H. Okay, that is diisobutyl aluminum hydride. Then you will get corresponding aldehyde. Now to the next slide, that is how you can prepare aromatic aldehydes. Okay, how you can prepare aromatic aldehydes. There are three methods for the preparation of aromatic aldehydes. I'm only talking about this aldehydes. So the first method is oxidation of methyl benzene. So what is this actually, this methyl benzene? What is this methyl benzene? Methyl benzene എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞേ? Methyl benzene എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു ബെൻസീൻ റിംഗ് ഉണ്ട്. ആ ബെൻസീൻ റിംഗിന്റെ മുകളിൽ എന്തുണ്ട്? ഒരു methyl group attach ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. What is the common name of this methyl benzene? The common name is toluene. The common name is toluene. So oxidation of toluene, you are taking CH3, that is this toluene, and you are going to oxidize this toluene. Then you will get what you will get, corresponding aldehyde. That is what is called aromatic aldehyde. The next one is by hydrolysis of benzyl chloride. So what do you mean with this benzyl chloride? Benzyl chloride is you are to draw a benzene ring, and here you can see CHCl2. So this is what is called the benzyl chloride. You are going to hydrolysis this benzyl chloride, then you will get what happened? Hydrolysis Cl2HCl. It will go and an oxygen. Oxygen is attached to here, benzaldehyde you will get. The next one is formulation of arenes. That means arenes, you are taking arene. I'm going to draw an arene here. That is our benzene ring. So you are going to formulate. It means you are going to add aldehyde group to this. So then you will get benzaldehyde. So how you can prepare this aromatic aldehydes? That is our topic here. So here first one is oxidation of methyl benzene. Okay, you are going to oxidize this methyl benzene. The next one is by hydrolysis of benzyl chloride. Okay, you are going to hydrolyze benzyl chloride. And the third method is formulation of arenes, that you are taking an arene and then you are going to add an aldehyde group to it. Okay, so let's see what is. The first one is oxidation of methyl benzene. There you can see a particular named reaction, that is what is called Itard's reaction. So this reaction is called Itard's reaction. Itard's reaction. Itard's reaction. Okay, this named reaction is very important. So Itard's reaction. So methyl benzene, it is oxidized. So here this toluene, it is oxidized using chromyl chloride. So Itard means chromyl chloride. So what is this etard? Etard means chromyl chloride. Okay, chromyl chloride. Okay, Etart's reagent means chromyl chloride. So you are going to oxidize this toluene with chromyl chloride in the presence of a solvent that is carbon disulfide. You will get benzaldehyde. And then another one technique that, but it is not called the Etart's reaction, but it is an oxidizing. That is, you can oxidize this methyl benzene by using chromium oxide in presence of an anhydride. You will get corresponding benzaldehyde. So that is oxidation of methyl benzene. How you can prepare aromatic aldehyde? So oxidation of methyl benzenes, you can see two methods here. The oxidation of methyl benzenes, you will get benzaldehyde. What you will get? Benzaldehyde. Clear? Okay. Now we are moving to, so what is this Etart's reaction? Etart's reaction, whenever you see a question like what define Etart's reaction, Etart's reaction Etart's reaction, chromyl chloride. Etart's you have to think about this chromyl chloride. Okay, chromyl chloride അത് connect ആണ്. Etart's reaction, chromyl chloride. Okay, now oxidation of methyl benzene, it's okay. Now you're moving to the next slide. By hydrolysis of benzal chloride. Benzal chloride എന്താണ്? ഒരു ബെൻസീൻ റിങ് വരച്ചു. Then അതിന് നമുക്ക് CH3 ആണെങ്കിൽ എന്താണ്? ടൊളുമീൻ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മീഥൈൽ ബെൻസിൻ. ആ CH3യിലെ 2 ഹൈഡ്രജൻ കളഞ്ഞിട്ട് അവിടെ 2 Cl2 ആഡ് ചെയ്തു. ഇതാണ് ബെൻസാൽ ക്ലോറൈഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So how will you prepare this benzal chloride? This benzal chloride can be prepared from this toluene. Okay, you can see here benzal chloride can be prepared from this toluene in the presence of chlorine. Okay, chlorine and sunlight. HNU means sunlight. Okay, sunlight. Okay, you are taking a toluene and you are going to add chlorination. You are going to conduct chlorination in the presence of sunlight. You will get benzal chloride, which upon hydrolysis you will get benzaldehyde. So that is the second method for the preparation of aromatic aldehyde, that is by the hydrolysis of benzal chloride. So benzal chloride, it is prepared from toluene, chlorination of toluene in the presence of sunlight. So side chain chlorination of toluene gives benzal chloride, which on hydrolysis give benzaldehyde, and this is a commercial method for the manufacture of benzaldehyde. So this one is the commercial method for the manufacture of benzaldehyde. Clear? And the last method for the preparation of aromatic aldehyde, this is very important. This is a named reaction, and this named reaction can be called as Gattermann-Koch reaction. Gattermann-Koch reaction. So here what you are doing here is you are taking an arene and you are going to add a formyl group. A formyl group means, what is this formyl group? Aldehyde group to it. So the simplest arene you have is benzene, and to this benzene you are going to add an aldehyde group, that is CH2. That is what is happening here, is formulation of arene. So when benzene is treated with the the reagent is carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride or cuprous chloride, it gives benzaldehyde. So you are going to formulate an arene. So you are taking an arene and you are going to add these reagents and you will get benzaldehyde. ഇനി ഞാൻ ഇതിന്റെ ട്രിക്ക് പറയാം. ബെൻസീൻ ഫസ്റ്റ് ട്രിക്കാണ്. ബെൻസീൻ ഗട്ടറിൽ വീണപ്പോൾ എന്ത് കിട്ടി? ബെൻസീൻ ഗട്ടറിൽ വീണപ്പോൾ ബെൻസാൽഡിഹൈഡ് കിട്ടി. ഓക്കെ, ഇതെന്തിനാണ്? റിയാക്ഷൻ മറന്നു പോകാതിരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. ഇനി നെക്സ്റ്റ്, അപ്പോൾ ഗട്ടർ ഉണ്ട്, അവിടെ ഗട്ടർ ഉണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, രണ്ടാമത്തെ ട്രിക്ക് എന്താണ്? രണ്ടാമത്തെ കിട്ടാണ് കോച്ചിനകത്തുണ്ട് കാർബൺ മോണോക്സൈഡും ഹൈഡ്രജനുമാണ്. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ അല്ല, HCl, HClന്റെ H. ഓക്കെ, കോച്ച് ഇതുമാണ് ഇവിടുത്തെ റിയേജന്റ് ഇൻ പ്രസൻസ് ഓഫ് അൺഹൈഡ്രസ് അലുമിനിയം ക്ലോറൈഡ് AlCl3 or HCl, Cu2Cl. ഓക്കെ. സോ ഇവിടെ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ഐഡിയ കിട്ടും. ഗട്ടർമാൻ-കോച്ച് റിയാക്ഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ എന്താണ്? ഈ ആയിട്ടൊരു ഗട്ടറിൽ വീണു. എന്ത് ഗട്ടറിൽ വീണു? ബെൻസീൻ ഗട്ടറിൽ വീണു. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഇത് മനസ്സിലാവും, ഫോർമുലേഷൻ ഓഫ് അരീനാണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവും. അപ്പം ബെൻസാൽഡിഹൈഡ് ആയിരിക്കും പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് എന്ന് കിട്ടും. പിന്നെ കോച്ചിനകത്തുണ്ട് ഇവിടുത്തെ റിയേജന്റ് കാർബൺ മോണോക്സൈഡും HClലുമാണ്. ആ ആരോന്റെ തൊട്ട് താഴെ വേറെ 2 ആൾക്കാരും കൂടി ഉണ്ട്, അൺഹൈഡ്രസ് അലുമിനിയം ക്ലോറൈഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കോപ്പർ ക്ലോറൈഡ്. സോ യു ഗെറ്റ് ആൻ ഐഡിയ അബൌട്ട് ദിസ്. Okay, so these all are the methods of preparations of aldehydes. നമ്മൾ ആൽഡിഹൈഡ്സിൻ്റെ മെത്തേഡ്സ് ഓഫ് പ്രിപ്പറേഷൻ മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൂ. ഐ ഹോപ്പ് ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൾ ക്ലിയർ ഫോർ യു. ആൻഡ് ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ട്രിക്സ് പറഞ്ഞു തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ചെറിയ ചെറിയ നെയിംഡ് റിയാക്ഷൻസിൻ്റെ ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ട്രിക്സ് മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞു തന്നിട്ടുള്ളൂ. യു ഹാവ് ടു സ്പെൻഡ് മോർ ടൈം ഓൺ studying this organic chemistry and organic reactions. Organic reaction എപ്പോൾ പഠിച്ചാലും എഴുതി പഠിക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, എഴുതി പഠിക്കുക. ഹൗ ടു റൈറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഡൗൺ ഇൻ എ പേപ്പർ. നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് പഠിച്ചാലും അത് ഏറ്റവും അവസാനം ഒന്ന് എഴുതി നോക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, സോ അറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ടൈം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും വെദർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ക്ലിയർ ഫോർ യു. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അത് കിട്ടിയോ ഇല്ലയോ, കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് കിട്ടിയോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവും. സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് ഓൾ ഫോർ യു ടുഡേ. അയ്യോ സോറി, one more, that is properties. Properties. So here it's a simple, okay, property. So here the physicality is both applicable to both ketone also. It is liquid or solid at room temperature. So acetaldehyde, propanaldehyde, then butanaldehyde, whatever be, or ketones, they are liquid or solid at room temperature, that is the state. And boiling point, they boils at a higher temperature than the hydrocarbon and weakly polar compounds such as ethers of comparable molecular masses, and reason is highly polar molecule. Already we told that it is C double bond, it contains a carbonyl group, and this carbonyl group, this oxygen atom, is highly electronegative, so we shift the electron pair to itself and thereby it gain a partial negative charge, and this carbon gets a partial positive charge. So here you can see a polar nature, and these are highly polar molecules, therefore they boil at a higher temperature. Okay, so next about the solubility. The lower members, that means CH3, CHO, CH3, CH2, CHO, then CH3, CH2, 5 times CHO. Okay, so here while we are taking these 3 examples, okay, what happens here is lower members are soluble in water, but the higher members are insoluble, because in the higher members you can see here this hydrophobic alkyl group. This is hydrophobic, and the size of the hydrophobic alkyl group is not ready to dissolve in water. Therefore, solubility, lower members are soluble in water, but higher members are not soluble in water. Then about the odor, the lower aldehydes have pungent smell. They don't have a good smell, but higher members have a fruity smell. For example, benzaldehyde, fruity smell. Benzaldehyde, think about benzaldehyde, Rosenmann's reduction, we already discussed. Okay, so that's all for you today, guys. So hope you liked this video, and okay, if you found this video useful, please share it to your friends also. So thank you all. Thank you.